what's up everybody? This is Marissa, back for some more booktube fun. So today I figured I would do the newbie tag here on booktube. I actually just figured it out yesterday. Watched a couple of videos where people had done it, went and looked up the questions and figured, okay, well, you know, this isn't my first video. Obviously I did a little bit of an intro in my very first video, so go check that out if you haven't. But figured this might be a better way to kind of kick the channel off a little bit. So here we go. First question is why did you start this channel? Well, I started this channel because, like I said in my first video, I saw Peter Mann from Peter Likes Books doing his booktube channel, and honestly, I love to read, so I kind of just thought, hey, you know, I love to read, I love to do reviews, so maybe I'll just start my own booktube channel. So yeah, I guess that's why I got into it. Question 2 is, what are some fun and unique things that you can bring to booktube? Fun, sure. Unique, I don't know. Right now I'm just kind of following along with some templates that everybody else does, book hauls, book reviews, you know, obviously book tags. Kind of just trying to add to the community right now until, you know, maybe down the line I'll get some different ideas or better ideas, and you know, I guess I'm just looking for to review books that I want to read, the books that I enjoy reading, and just kind of hope that other people like what I'm doing. So yeah, I guess that answers that. Question number 3, what are you most excited about this new channel? Kind of like everybody else has said, I'm just excited to connect with people who are enjoying the books that I like to read, and you know, maybe we can have some good conversations and somebody else has a good point of view on something that I've read. I really like watching these videos to get book recommendations, which I have a huge list now. Thanks very much, everybody. Appreciate that. But yeah, I guess that's what I'm most excited about, is just being able to talk to like-minded people, because in my family, pretty much everybody reads, but nobody really reads the same things. Me and my sister kind of do for the most part, but as we've gotten older, I've started to branch off, she started to branch off, so we're going in 2 different directions. You know, which is good, but it's just nice to talk to other like-minded people. So question number 4 is, why do you love reading? Reading has always been an escape for me. It's always been just to fall into another world and, you know, get new experiences through reading, because in life, especially if you don't, you know, you're not a billionaire or a multimillionaire, you don't get an opportunity to really, you know, experience a lot of different cultures or cities or continents or places. So, you know, reading, it just takes you to a whole nother world. And obviously with fantasy and fantastical worlds, you're never going to be there, because it's, you know, it's fantasy, it's fiction. So yeah, it's just kind of, you know, enjoying being transported to a whole nother place and, you know, really having a good time with it. I guess that's about all there is to say about that. So question number 5 is, what book or series got you into reading? I've been reading since I was a kid, so, but the first series that I can really remember is one that my dad had bought for my sister, and it was the Laurel K. Hamilton series, the vampire series that she does, and I just remember devouring those books, and those were more like adult books, but my dad really didn't know that. He was just picking books up at random. So by the time we got into it, you know, it was a little too late at that point. So yeah, Laurel K. Hamilton started getting into her vampire and werewolf series, and then her Meredith Gentry series, which is the fairies series. So yeah, I really enjoyed Laurel K. Hamilton. Not so much anymore. Her books the last like 5-10 years have just gotten really, really raunchy. Honestly, they might as well just be romance books, and I really don't enjoy that, because they're even over the top for a romance book anymore. So I really haven't read anything of hers in quite some time. Got rid of my book collection from her a long time ago. Anyway, that was kind of beside the point. So question number 6. What questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? Oh man, I don't know. I just want to know what their favorite books are and why, and what made them start. So basically them doing the newbie tag, which some of them, I really am not following a whole lot of booktubers right now. I've started to try and find more that I really enjoy watching, and I've started to kind of go back in their feeds and see their the newbie tag. So yeah, I think I am getting my questions answered. All right, so let's see. Question 7. What challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? I think for me, it's this negative experiences of it. People, in my experience, especially on social media, YouTube, people tend to be very negative and very, not controversial. I can't even think of the word I'm thinking of right now, but people tend to be very negative on others and, just make comments that are completely uncalled for and so off the rails that it's like, even hiding behind a computer, I could not say to other people that I don't even know. I don't operate like that. I tend to be more, trying to look for the positive in everything and not be so negative Debbie Downer on other people. I grew up in a household where if you don't have anything nice to say, just keep your mouth shut. And that's kind of how I feel. So I take constructive criticism well. That's fine. But if it's an all out in your face, negative onslaught, then no, I'm not interested in that. I'm the kind of person who would go through the comments and delete negative comments like that because I don't want to see it. I don't think anybody else wants to see it. If you want to do that, go be on a drama channel because honestly, no, not here. So anyway, yeah, I guess negativity and negativity directed towards me or other people I think is going to be hard for me, just because I don't take it well, and I don't want to have to take it well because it's uncalled for. So anyway, next question is, when did you start reading? Like I said earlier, I've been reading since I was a little kid. I remember being in elementary school and being pretty far ahead of other people in my class as far as like reading levels went, just because I enjoyed reading. I don't remember what I was reading, but I was reading and it came naturally to me, and so that's what I do. Been reading pretty much all my life, I guess. Question 9. Where do you read? The majority of the time, I read my Kindle in bed, right before I go to sleep. It kind of helps me shut my brain off. Then if I'm gonna read during the day or after work, I read on the couch. I'll just be sitting in my place on the couch with water or coffee or whatever next to me and go on a reading binge. I also listen to audiobooks. I generally don't listen to them at home, unless I'm doing something and really just want some background noise. So I will usually listen to them in the car on my way to and from work every day. Just helps kill the time. Helps, shut my brain off so I don't have to think about having to drive so far every day. So yeah, I guess all over the place, kind of. So let's see. Question number 10. What kind of books do you like to read? I read all kinds of books. Fantasy, paranormal. I really love historical fiction back in the time of Henry VIII and his 6 wives. Whew, buddy, anything I can pick up that is historical fiction around that time, yep, I've pretty much read it all. And just, I don't know why, but it fascinates me. It just, the whole royalty and all that, just, it fascinates me. So yeah, fantasy, historical fiction. I do read a lot of YA too, like obviously Hunger Games, the Divergent series. I've read Vampire Academy. I read Twilight, unfortunately. Sorry, I know there's a lot of people who are fans of Twilight. I just, first book was good. Second book, Bella's just too whiny for me. Sorry, I probably won't. I mean, I read all the books. I watched all the movies once, and I think that's good enough for me. I gave it a shot. I'm good. Anyway, so yeah, I've read a lot of YA stuff, and, you know, I really enjoy that. You know, I think it is a little bit of escapism as far as that goes. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. I mean, I can pretty much read anything, as long as I find it interesting. So yeah, I guess that was the newbie tag, and I guess I will be uploading this shortly. And thanks, everybody. Have a great evening.